Title says 7 days update with a question mark. However, this is not, obviously the game is not about 7 days, but what we are talking about is 7 days. Now, it's been a while since I've ever done a broadcast. I know that for sure. I do apologize, but I tended to make music gaming videos a little bit, and yes, there will be new songs to it once I get myself a USB. Editing wise, like from the Mortal Kombat videos and such, I probably will continue on working with, because obviously I just started with those. Now, something about the 7 days. Well, let's see. Apparently in the next update we're going to have automated deterrents and electricity. Now, if that's the case, you will be getting, obviously, views from other people, you know, when they make a broadcast or they make a posted video about it. Obviously, they're going to be talking about it too, and such like that. Now, where was I trying to get to? Okay, that's right. Automated turrets. Now, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Okay, they're adding electricity, even though the electricity's been in the game. As you can see, there were refrigerators running with no generators. There were some lights showing up out of nowhere. That's what we call low power consumption, I am assuming, or some sort of like things like that, like lower power reservation, some shit like that. What's been bothering me is now that they're adding electricity, I wonder what all is going to be completely added. Like, if we're going to have automated turrets, here's the bothering part. We're going to have to grab 7.62 millimeter ammo, because they got rid of the 10 millimeter for the SMG, and, which was the 45 ACP rounds, and they turned them into a 9 millimeter, which is the usual. Now, here's the problem. Well, it's not really a problem if you know what you're doing with a Magnum instead, but still, for those who use a regular pistol more than a Magnum, or an SMG and such, the SMG takes up a lot more of your ammo. Now, obviously, you see I'm playing as an Argonian on this game, but that's besides the point. Argonians are my favorite people. Anyway, we haven't made an update on, like, another broadcast lately on 7 days. Skylar's been a little busy, so have I. I've been trying to figure out what else to add on, like, for honor and such. Of course, throughout the, throughout the days that me and my crew of Fury have also been playing on GTA, I've been thinking about what to add on 7 days, of course. So-and-so, I'm gonna go ahead and get this taken care of real quick.
As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Moloch. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Moloch barks.
Of course. Now what we're gonna do is, once it is all taken care of with the update and stuff like that, what we're gonna try and do is, well, I don't even know how this works, but then again, I'm an ethereal, so, like, I have been writing some things down about 7 days. I have thought to myself, all I do is scavenge and hunt. Well, that's fine, right? I mean, I'm doing my job. My friend Skylar, who is obviously doing his job, protecting the base. And stuff like that. Alright. So, what we're going to try to figure out throughout the day, if he's awake later on, hopefully he is, because it's like around 2:21 over here, so it's like around 2 o'clock, so he should be awake. Hopefully I can convince him to make a 7 days broadcast with me. If not, I'm sorry, but I'll make a broadcast on my world. That way you guys would be, you know, a little entertained. It's a little different. I live in a bunker in my world. My friend Jace is on it. Skylar's on it, but that's really rare to get them to get on, so. Other than that, without further ado, we can go ahead and proceed through here, play the game just a little bit, and I'll talk to you about something else, like whatever you think is necessary.
Oh, the fate of the King of Worms.
understanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set things up. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saisahar will speak with you first.
Huh. Well, now we know that part. But anyways, if you wanted me to make a broadcast or, you know, some videos or attempt to make music videos with this type of shit, that's going to be impossible with me. Broadcast, on the other hand, I can really do.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Diva, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. I would like to extend you an offer. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong. But destiny requires a 5th. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier.
Alright, well. Obviously, I'm
My
going to
lord,
be here.
With your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saisahar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free
I'm
the
gonna,
Empire from the Longhouse Emperors,
drink my
we did
special
so with a dream of freedom
alcohol.
and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one
Got
of
any
our own.
idea what he's talking
That
about?
fellowship is no more.
Hey,
Yet we 4 have
Fuck
assembled here,
stick.
united by a single purpose.
we get it.
It is not vengeance that drives us,
Ah, shit.
but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day. By the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan, may our blade of fellowship be forged anew. And may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the god of schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go.
You can hang on a second. Tharn, look, buddy. You're a really good friend to me. You helped me study Daedra. Excuse me. And there's no need for hostility, but the next time you make a little outburst, I will wring your skinny little neck and make sure my Argonian claws have a new fucking sharpener with your bones. Now, I'll be back. Yes, if you guys wonder, my Argonian has blue eyes.
It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
There's a war to win. I intend to take up the fight to Cyrodiil. There's a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there. There's nothing to talk about. We've got work to do. Goodbye! I'd probably be more of an adventurous being. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to kill people when I'm really bored. Like, AIs. Obviously, I won't kill other players because I'm not really a PvP person yet. Until I know for a fact I can go for a fight. Now, here's another problem with this. About the fight in Elder Scrolls Online. It's really hard to find somebody, you could fight with, because there's not really anybody that does it. And if there is, they're very, very rare to find. Now, my Uncle Robert, who is known as... God damn it. Known as Voldemort. And what we do is, we usually team up together, and he's on here on the weekends. Now, I'm at my uncle's house right now. I plan to live here at Hanover, my mom's side of the family located. And I plan to get myself a job, and I'll be here pretty much like every 3 o'clock in the afternoon if I get hired. If not, well, obviously, I'll be here all fucking day, every day of the week. If that's the case, the videos would be made by every... I don't know, I want to say every day. Every 2 in the morning. God, or not 2 in the morning, but 2 o'clock. Why the fuck am I yawning so much? Jesus. I apologize.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes. Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages. What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through?
Boy. I have no regrets. Missed opportunities to see power. The death of so many people. Huh.
You're a hard heart, eh? No regrets, no tears, no doubts. Don't look back unless you're planning to head in that direction. I guess that's exactly the kind of person we need right now. Oh, lots of things. Friends lost. Missed opportunities. Failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that.
Okay. Obviously, Lyris has been through a lot of shit. And if those who's made it to this far, obviously, and obviously this is most likely my very first broadcast about this game, you guys would obviously know what she has been through and shit like that. Everybody's made decisions on their own. I wanted to be a peaceful guy. I'm an Argonian. I love Argonians. They're my favorite race. But when let's say I play a game and I beat it with my Argonian, I play it again, I'm going to play as a Nord. Why? Because, well, except for Oblivion. Oblivion's pretty cool with the Argonians, but the reason being that I would switch to a Nord right after is because I've became so overpowered with my Argonian, there's mainly nothing left to do. Now, when I play as a Nord, don't get me wrong, I could make him really overpowered, like 100% resistant to frost, because, they're resistant by 50%, and therefore, I would find or I wouldn't find it. I would play the game for a while, and then I would find me the chassis, a shield, some pants, whatever, some human civilized gloves, for instance, and they would have 50% frost on them because that's how good my enchanting was back then on, I think, I want to say Xbox, or it might have been on my old PS4. I can't remember. I can play Skyrim again, but I'd have to ask my uncle if I could play it. He usually lets me play it, obviously, and we don't really care. We're Elder Scrolls fans. I became an Elder Scrolls fan from Elder Scrolls 3 because I was about maybe 12 years old, maybe 10 when I started playing it, and he got me into it. It was Morrowind, if I recall. Elder Scrolls Morrowind, then I played Oblivion, and then I played, as you know, Skyrim, and now this. The next one is going to be in my favorite hometown of my character, of the Argonians, the Black Marsh. Now, what it's going to be about, I have no clue. But obviously, we're going to start in a prison. Now, from what I learned, or what I've been thinking, actually, and sorry, this was about 7 Days Update, but I wanted to talk about Elder Scrolls real quick. Now, I thought about this. Just like how we woke up in the Dremora location of Molag Bal, the god of schemes, or the prince of schemes, really, I guess, but I call him a god because, he's a Daedra, he's a demonic god. He's pretty much a devil. That's what they would call them, really. But, anyways, I thought, what in the Black Marsh, you were either A, captured in a Daedra location and maroons Dagon and all the other princes imprint. I think there's some women in there that are Daedra and they'd be considered princesses, but no, they're just considered a prince. Unless that prince uses a female voice, to ease off the AI bots, like, the guys who would calm down and shit. No. It's just the way the game is. But say however you want. We got gods, goddesses, and then there's Daedra princes. And now they're gods and goddesses as well, so that's good too. But if you guys wanted to let me know, what's your favorite team, the Aedras or the Daedras? Now think about this. Think about it. The Daedras may be evil. However, the Aedra may also be good, but what if they're the true evil ones and the Daedra are actually destroying those who are not really corrupted? What if they're actually taking over those who believe in the Aedras and know what the Aedras' true intentions are, and the people don't? Therefore, they punish them, trying to supposedly get rid of their quote-unquote hope and belief that the Aedra is actually the good guys. Now, see, I've always had that thing for quite some time. Now, if you obviously, when you play Skyrim, you get to choose, what you want to follow. Like, you can help the Daedras, or you help the opposite, the other side, and not aid the Daedra at all. Now, in the Thieves Guild, you obviously have to help the Daedra in order to finish the game, or the guild quest. That's if you want the guild quest. You don't have to help Nocturnal, but she's one of my favorite Daedras because, she's about stealth and visibility and such like that, and lock picking, which I like to do that. But now here's the I'm trying to think here so I don't get too carried away. But without further ado, when I make another broadcast, we'll talk about, the next Elder Scrolls. Now, back to 7 Days. Oh, shit. I could add Skylar in this party if he's in here. But the problem is, this would cut out a little bit, turn blue, or some shit like that. So, for automated defense turns, I am really good. It's easy to make pillboxes, don't get me wrong, but to make a really good pillbox is where it's at. Like, usually what I would do is I'd make a pillbox with one automated turn if I was to be in there with a turret. But instead, why not make a pillbox with 2 turrets? That way it'd be good. But at the same time, it'd be bad. Because what if the turret accidentally shoots the other turret? See, that's the only flaw with my shit. Yeah, you could put them on a wall. Because, they wouldn't have a problem with it.
One last thing. You like mead? I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave.
Drinking again.
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention.
He actually does
Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Oh.
I suppose it is.
Sure it was.
But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them.
What if, like I said in the next one, in the Black Marsh, obviously it's going to be in PS4, or in the supposed new upcoming PS5. They haven't really mentioned it, but it's obvious they're going to make one. But what if Elder Scrolls 5 or 6 comes out for both of those systems, just like in Xboxes and all that? What if they decide to where Molag Bal is still technically attacking, or another Daedra is attacking, instead of Stormcloaks and the Imperials going to civil war where Rome fights Vikings technically? What if we're in Redguard territory? Then again, I don't remember for that one. I don't know if that's Elder Scrolls 2. But if I recall, I think that one's next after Black Marsh? Or if Black Marsh is the only one not bothered. Orc territory, I don't remember. I don't know. It's kind of surprising.
Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit. The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you. Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual. More specifically, one of our three companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the five will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This
I
is
would
my
like to have
chance
your
to make
sword, though,
things right.
Sai.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing,
Fuck.
not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I am the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all.
Now, for everybody else, later on, when you do watch this video later on, it may be a broadcast, don't get me wrong, but I don't know why. I just like to make, videos with no cuts or anything whatsoever. Now, if it's a game music video, then yeah, I'm going to. But still, I just like to, to see my fuck-ups and shit like that for the hell of it. Maybe make you laugh. Anyways, I'm going to complete this quest only. And if there's more to it, then I'll continue on for you guys as a little bit of more of entertainment. I may as well consider this technically a way as a walkthrough, but I'm only going to be able to do this once. However, my uncle killed Menamarco, from what I was told. And he got his robe. But that's for his mage. However, Menamarco is also responsible for a lot of things. But then again, I want him to go through perpetual torment. Which, in Oblivion, he comes back, or he was there, dead, and he came back as an undead skeletal worm-type creation. And you could take his robe then and there, and his other weapons. I'd take care of Sai, because he's an old warrior. And, he probably wants to rest. He probably wants to sit back. But then again, I don't want to kill him either. And I can't kill Tharn because either way, I don't want to kill him. He knows a lot about Daedra princes and shit. So therefore, I'd rather keep that bastard. I don't want to kill Varen either. Granted, he's a graybeard. He's also old and blinded. And then there's Lyris. A drinking partner, technically, and for my Argonian.
When the plane meld has been thwarted.
We'll figure something out, definitely. I cannot allow this. Juggernaut. Oh, if you're also wondering, yes, I am a rogue warrior. That is my style. I use a great sword in roguelike gear or heavy armor if I want to, but I really doubt it. Sometimes I literally do rarely use heavy armor. I'm trying to get the Night Mother set the most. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is trying to go back to my old style regardless of every single Elder Scrolls game. Except for Oblivion. In Oblivion, I used a regular sword and shield. Man, that new Mountain Dew is great. I'm trying to think for you guys so I can remember what I was going to tell you. Oh, fuck. What was it? Just give me a minute. I'll remember it soon. And I can make steel weaponry. Okay. Let's see here. Obviously, they're gonna want me back, but I ain't gonna come back just yet. I'm gonna make me some steel gear for my two-handed blade, like this one is. It's gonna be really rare for me to find the other styles. My real style that I really do want, believe it or not, I do like Argonian because they look like caveman weapons. Ah, hell. Why not just rest here while you're at it, while we're talking? Yeah, I just noticed my sword is in the stone. Yeah, my Argonian has blue eyes. He's using a costume right now, which is the Argonian's civilization clothing, because it just looks badass to me. Like, just, you know, just see some random Argonian. It looks like a barbarian beating the hell out of people, but he's actually wearing Night Mother gear and shit like that. Without further more, we're gonna proceed through the campaign. 7 days update. Don't forget about it. I don't know when it'll be, however, but it's there. It's gonna get there. There was an update earlier, but it was for bug fixes. Maybe about 3 or 4 more. That is when, you know, the update happens for the automated turrets. Other than that, though, I kind of did forget what I was going to tell the rest of you when you watch this later on. Shit like that. So let's go ahead and proceed. Do the campaign. While we go get my steel weaponry. I might just dual wield steel axes again, but... yeah. Figure something out. Steel battle axe of flame. Well then. Let's see what we got there for that. Oh, I got a new skill. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had one more skill available. Huh. Nope. Fighters Guild, maybe? Increase your weapon's damage by a percentage for each Fighter Guild's ability slotted. No. Dexterity. Increase your weapon critical rating by each piece of medium armor equipped. Wind wall. Recovery. No. Dual wield. No. Well. Yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, let's go with this. Forceful. Your light and heavy attacks damage up to 3 other nearby enemies by 25. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's just better than cleave. What the hell is the point of that? Band of the Companions, level 19. That's recovery, but something I don't really need. Boots, legs. Oh, the battle axe is better than mine, and it's a... looks like an elvish. When you gain ultimate, you have 32% chance to gain 1 additional ultimate. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell this one. Even though it's really good, we're going to sell it. Then again, I might keep it for my uncle, because he might need a good weapon, so... why the fuck not? Ember Marble. We'll take. Materials. the ichor for when I make really good level 10 poisons. I can make a hollowjack dagger now, but that's about it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get back to David's watch. Because knowing we're going to get called, but without further ado, I should be able to make my weapons the way I want to make them. The fuck? Oh. Oh,
Ah, good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would. Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. I have need of your assistance.
My assistance?
Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. I want you to meet with Thrush, leader of the Hidden Armigers. He'll be at the Mages Guild in Mournhold.
Well then, why not just drink to this battle right here, you know? Seems entertaining. 32, level 35, 45, level 3's in there? Level 589 just standing there. Huh. Yeah, okay, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Alright, so. I know it looks like I'm not doing much right now, but can you blame me? There's not much going on right now. All I did was just letting you guys know that eventually we will I hope to plan to make a 7 days broadcast. It's coming up later today. So let's see. Anything. As strong as I can go. I can make a pretty strong steel curse, though. Deconstruct. Could sell this. Or do I want to deconstruct it? Or do I want to give it to my uncle? I'm going to give it to my uncle. An ingrained solvent.
No one keeps their forges.
Well, I don't know about that. See, now here's another thing. I don't know what this is. Little known metal. Weapon. Obscure armor. Obscure metal weapon. Blacksmith sign. A sign earned by one who's become a master of the forge and a hammer. Requires master blacksmith achievement to purchase. Oh, okay. I know what that is now. I do need to buy more flint. I could get back to 30. Well. Ah, shit. Well, let's go ahead and get this fucking show on the road and get the damn quest done now, shall we? actually, where is it located? Make it easier on us all. Alright. Know where it's at. The shop. Now, I don't know what else I was gonna say. Okay.
Hold! Speak to me before entering Mournhold, citizen.
Oh, what the hell? What? Okay then. Well, there it is over there. At least I found my enchantment location, so we'll go ahead and go to the kind enchanters area, and then we will oh! It's like, what the fuck? May as well go ahead and do some enchantings. Oh, that's right. I need to do that, actually. I think I have... Oh, that's right. I sold the rest of my enchantments things because I did just want to get rid of the space and shit like that. But, oh well. I'm always hunting for my shit. Whoop!
Stranger, may we speak?
Argonian.
Over here. You have the look of someone who deals in gold and blood. We seek to right an injustice, but we can't do it alone. Until the pack set us free, we were the property of the Volek family. Now the last of the Voleks has come to Mournhold. Help us get revenge for generations of slavery. Find Bettina Volek, the Volek Darakin. Each of the Voleks has been dealt with, one way or another. Bettina is the last of her line. Taste the breeze and I had an egg daughter. Eyes that glint.
Right.
The Voleks worked her to death. Their own daughter must pay for that crime.
Damn. Well, I guess we're gonna finish this quest and then I'll finish the other one and proceed that way. But shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the vengeance in my race, but killing someone else's daughter? I mean, really? Just because they killed your... Huh.
The heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end.
That is a pretty good song.
And like a dart shot to its mark, down in an alien well.
Oh, he said alien, I'm out of here.
Greetings. Have you heard of the once great Volek family? I'm the last of my line. No, I suppose not. My family's been involved in things I'm not proud of. That's part of the reason I returned to Mournhold.
Really?
I'm here to reclaim my family home. It's been sealed since my father died, when we fled the city for Vardenfell. I was so little then, but I promised I would return. My family kept Argonian slaves. They worked our salt rice plantation and were the source of our wealth. and the cause of our doom. When the Pact freed our slaves, they rose up and murdered my father. My mother and I. A shadow hangs over my family. My mother returned last year to claim our property. I never saw her again. She was murdered. I'm sure of it. Now, I think someone is following me. I can handle myself, but I'm still worried.
Oh, fuck. She was little back then. She had no idea what happened. So why would... I understand. I may be an Argonian, and I usually do follow Argonian ways, but killing somebody who had no idea when they were little, they had no idea whatsoever what happened. They thought maybe that was the right thing, but, you know, later on when they come to think about it, yeah, they were pretty fucking... She was pretty fucking pissed, but... Shadow hangs over my family. My mother returned last year to claim... Do I kill somebody who is innocent? Innocent. One innocent? Or multiple? Who defended them, well, then again, they're not really innocent. They were enslaved. But that was when they were innocent. You gotta give them, like, you know, some slack. You know, they fucking pissed them off. You know, they enslaved the Argonians. My favorite race. But I don't know. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay, so you guys may experience a bit of blackouts. If that's the case, I am sorry.
Frankly, I
well,
welcome your company.
I'm gonna go ahead and
The family townhouse is nearby.
I'm gonna go ahead and I
Please,
guess not.
Listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Oh.
Well, let's see what's left of the old place.
Huh.
I see. You're in on it. I suppose there's no way around it then.
Well, what if those Argonians are actually...
For eyes that glint.
Aw, hell. Don't lag out. Fuck. Holy fuck. Also, everybody, I'm very sorry when the lag out happens. So, I may not be able to continue on with this. So after this, you know, then it'll be from there. How the fuck are you hurt?
Finally, the Volux have paid for their crimes. Thank you, stranger. With his dark act behind us, we can get on with our lives. No elves will own me or my family again.
Well, why are you
The
praying?
Volux have all been slain, but Eyes That Glint is still dead. We are as bad as the Volux.
Exactly. At least you fucking know. Vengeance doesn't really get you anywhere. But instead of me continuing, I am actually going to end the broadcast here. With the maybe. The reason why I say maybe is because I'm afraid, you know, it's just gonna do that lag again, and then therefore, you know, I'll randomly get kicked off, and, you know, then all of a sudden the connection's not so good. I'm afraid of that shit. So, that's how it's just gonna be. And I'm not even leaning on it. I'm just that magical. Well, no. Let's try about 5 or 10 more minutes, and if anything lags, you know, we'll start from there. Why the fuck would you want to sell drog wax for 15k? It's not. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. It's lagging out again. Okay. Alright, so that just made a sign practically saying, hey, you may as well just end the broadcast, probably. But I know you probably want to see this to happen, so you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna push through it. I'm not gonna be a quitter.
Must I suffer so?
Okay. Mages Guild. I wonder what the Mages Guild would have.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the Pact, glad you made it. I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers.
Right.
If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the Pact's dirty work. Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Nariu here.
Why would you need this?
She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for.
Okay.
She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varnus Galarian?
Yes, I am.
That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part.
What is your part?
Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places.
Right.
Protecting Pact interests, that sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Nariu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little.
Right.
Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do mean with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my lateness.
Waste of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Nariu. I'll even ride with you as far as Ordon. Let's go.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want all three leaders together. Maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected.
Just what I
You have a
thought.
reputation.
Alright, so therefore
They may
I'm going to
let
have
you
to
get a
end the
word in before
broadcast
they
because the
leap at
screen
each
went to
other's
shit.
throats. In short,
So,
you're the perfect diplomat.
other than that, give me a second.
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories. An island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
If you guys want to play with me on here, you guys can. I mean, I won't move until you guys get here, if that's what you guys want to do. And then I can see if my uncle or somebody can invite you to the guild if you want that too, so. But yeah, sorry about the blackout. I guess that wasn't expected at all. Okay, let me see where it blacked out on. God damn, okay, there's the pixels. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, I see where it blacked out. Alright. So we're not that far off. Alright, that's fine. It's still blacking out right now, but it should, yeah. I'll see you later, Jacob. Anyways, yeah, I see where it blacked out at. Alright. Alright, we can do this. Fuck it.
That's... things easier.
Alright, so it's still blacking out, which... in this case... we'll stop from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, whoever it is, later on throughout the day. Or, you know, wherever location. And I got a Destiny player. I'll send you a party invite in a minute. But other than that, like I stated, thank you all so much for watching. I will continue on with this quest with my friend here who wants to play with, you know, people who needs to be played with. He wants to play with them, you know, or she. I don't know, and I'm not even going to be a dick about it. I'm just going to be a friendly player like I'm supposed to be. So. Again, thank you. I'm not so much good on outros like I used to, like I tried last time. I just gave up on outros half the time. But, alright.